Hi, flutists. One of the things I hear the most from beginners is that they are struggling to change between notes. And sometimes this is an air problem, and sometimes it's a tonguing problem, a mouth problem, and sometimes it's a finger problem. So we are going to take a look at our fingers today. And this exercise is called wiggles, where we just wiggle back and forth between two notes, just over and over and over. You want to stay just very relaxed. If you feel any tension in your fingers or your arms or your shoulders or your neck or anywhere, you just want to crank it back a little bit and slow it down. So everything should be relaxed. Think about making the smallest movement possible. Keep your fingers really close to the keys. And I recommend just doing sort of one set. So toggling back and forth between F in every note that you've played. And you could set a timer for a minute. And so F to E flat for a minute, F to D for another minute, F to C for a minute, F to B flat for a minute. And then the next day do the wiggles on E flat. So E flat to F, E flat to D, and so on. But for now, I'm going to kind of get you started on each note, and then I want you to pause the video and just kind of keep working it on your own. So this is F to E flat. So now you pause the video and do it yourself for a minute. All right, so now F to D. And then back and forth like that for a minute. F to C. For a minute. And F to B flat. And I don't know if you know this, but the stems on the notes, this is just a little trivia for you. Stems on the note, if they're above the middle line, the stems point down. If they're below the middle line, the stems point up. If they're on the middle line, they can be either up or down. So sometimes I write them up and sometimes I write them down. So here we go, F to B flat. Set the timer for a minute. All right, now we're going to do wiggles on E flat. There's a great timer called the Amelia timer. It's a free download on the App Store, and it just sets a repeating timer for any time that you designate, and then there's kind of a rest period between cycles, so you can set a timer for a minute and then just have a continuous minute every time, or you can, like set a timer for 5 minutes and have a 1 minute break, 5 minutes and 1 minute, or 20 minutes with a 5 minute break, just however, but it repeats, and it's really great for things like this. Okay, the Amelia timer. E flat to F. Set your timer for 1 minute. E flat to D. This is the easy one. It's just your pinky, right? Make sure you don't stop your air between these notes. Set a timer for 1 minute. E flat to C. One minute. E flat to B flat. You don't have to go that fast. Just I'm trying to kind of take it slow so you don't feel pressured. But if it feels comfortable to speed it up, speed it up. Okay, 1 minute. All right, here we go. Wiggles on D. D to E flat. One minute timer, go. Wiggles on D. D to F. One minute. D to C. Oh, 1 minute. Don't forget. 1 minute. And then D to B flat. Oh, I'm starting to slack on the job here. Okay, 1 minute timer. All right, now we start C to D. One minute. C to E flat. One minute. C to F. One minute. And C to B flat. One minute. And that is supposed to be a C. I guess I did a really kind of sloppy job with that notation. Whoops. B flat to D, B flat to D. One minute. B flat to C. One minute. B flat to E flat. And B flat to F. Alrighty, so these are your wiggles. As you learn extra notes, feel free to add those in. We did wiggles with F as our main note, and then wiggles with E flat. So at any time you can instead of going F, just the first 5 notes, you can add in G and A as well. And this works really well. And really, anytime you have a piece that has kind of an awkward transition, you can just kind of wiggle back and forth between 2 or 3 notes to work those out in your brain and work on making the transition really, really nice and comfortable. All right, so if you just do a couple minutes on this every day, you're going to have fabulously, amazingly quick fingers in just a few weeks. So good luck to you and happy practicing.